Hello, everybody. Can you hear me okay? Okay, awesome. Welcome to the AI Agents Workshop with n8n. Who's excited to learn about agents? I should see everyone's hand. You're all here. Awesome. Were you guys at Innovation Hacks last weekend? Yeah. We did a lot with AI agents there. We even had a track on AI agents. So you should know a little bit. Um, all right. Let's kind of hop in. First, I want to hand it off to IISE or yeah, IISE. Um, Here we go.
Thank you so much. Okay. Hi guys. Oops. Yes. Hi guys. So thank you for coming and GDG really did a great job on hackathon. Like we all saw that. It's like huge amount of people like attending. And yeah, a little bit about us. It's like we're from industrial engineering and systems. So basically Hello. Hello.
Okay.
I'm good. Okay, good. Yeah, so we're from industrial and system engineers, and yeah, basically we're doing a lot about like industrial things and process improvement, like things like that. And two big things to want to let you guys know about. The first one, Six Sigma Green Belt. So we're going to close the registration like tomorrow. So if you guys want to gain the green belt from that, please like scan the QR code and purchase the course. And then when you're done for like 3-day classes and take the exam, you can get the belt. And the other thing is that we're going to host our like very big graduation gala party on April 22nd. So if you guys are going to graduate like this semester or like this year, please like scan the QR code and attend our party as well. So thank you guys.
Thank you. Okay. Nice round of applause. Round of applause. Come on, guys. Great. So, first of all, I would like to let you know that our dear Gemini is down right now, which is unfortunate. While I was testing just before this, I was getting a bunch of like 503 errors, and the model is down. So we're gonna use OpenAI for this one, but it's all right. I know. It depends on I don't know what you guys are paying for, but I think I'm paying for all of them. So just pick whatever one is okay with you. So let's pick on somebody here. um who can explain in maybe like one or two sentences what is an AI agent? Raise your hand. Oh, no takers, no takers. We know about AI agents. Okay. So an AI agent is like, you have uh ChatGPT, you have your regular old ChatGPT, but now ChatGPT can use tools and ChatGPT can plan for things that you ask it to do. That is like a type of agent. So when you have an LLM that has memory, that has your conversation history and has tools, actions that it can take, and a planning process, that's how you get an agent. So um, yeah, any questions before we move on? That was really, really high level. I don't want to dive too deeply into it, but tools are essentially, you can have your calendar, you can have your search. Search is a big one on ChatGPT actually. Um, for planning. Yeah, we have all of these different types of planning um, that you can take with it. A lot of routes if you want to get into like architecture and technical depth there. But we're trying to keep this very beginner friendly. So the thinking process, right? So this diagram is awesome. think, act, learn, observe, right? We have a bunch of different, I need to move this out of the way. We have a bunch of different kind of like architectures that we can use. And I realize this isn't showing the full screen, but I guess that's okay. A bunch of different architectures that we can use for the thinking process. Again, we're just kind of trying to keep it simple, but this is to get your brain working, kind of think, oh, well, here's some terminology that's related. What can I kind of like look up? What can I um, learn and understand about AI agents like on your own? For me, at my job at GoDaddy, I work on hierarchical agents. So this is a type of agent that does its thinking by we have like a big well, I call it big, but there's like an observer, an orchestrator right at the top, and then kind of trickles down with different specialist type of agents that have different tools um, based on what it needs to do. And the orchestrator at the top that is actually doing the plan or the planning process in a way on where or which agent to route to. Pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool stuff. Any questions here?
Can you just redefine what a hierarchical agent is one more time?
If you've ever seen maybe like an org chart, like an organization chart, where you have the CEO at the top, and then he's got his managers, and then you have the regular employees at the bottom. It's kind of like that, where you have the CEO at the top saying, "Hey, manager, I need you to, tell me, or manager, I know that your team works on." Trying to think calendar, right? And then it will hand off to its calendar agent. You can have an agent, it can hand off to another agent, or it can hand off to a tool. Yeah, yeah. That one's a super fun one. All right. So, okay, this is a good slide. So I'll just read this one off pretty much. Um, so all agents must have a goal. So that's a system prompt, or you typically have a system prompt, and then you have the user's prompt on top of that, which is more um, catered to whatever the user wants, obviously. Then you have an LLM, I'm sorry. You have to have some type of state or memory for the conversation history. Um, and then tools, obviously Google Calendar, calculator, code. And then you want some type of feedback loop, planning loop, uh, and that's basically how you get an agent. All right. Oh, this is like my favorite slide. So everyone has heard about agents at this point. This is like a huge deal. When we first did this workshop back in the day, it was like just coming out. But agents are super helpful to like automate work. Like we probably have heard of Cursor before. We probably even ask ChatGPT or Copilot, "Hey, can you help me um, write this email or like fix my grammar or whatever?" Right? Those types of actions super helpful with agents, and it's not just like in our personal lives; it's at companies too. Like companies need AI agents to help speed up their processes. At GoDaddy, we use it a lot for onboarding processes. Um, we use it a lot for anything that's conversational and takes up like a lot of engineers' time, so that we can kind of just tell people like, hey, go use an agent or go use this agent. Like we've worked really hard on it. It's great at what it does, can do everything it needs or you need it to do. But we're able to then take our engineers back, engineers can work on the things that actually matter to them, and to the company's goals in general. So love, love agents. um, let's see. Yeah, you can make agents or agentic workflows for literally anything. Can use any LLM, which we're we're doing actively today since Gemini is down. And again, yeah, it can handle complexity. It can integrate into most, I think most big companies now have some type of tools that you can connect with, or like MCP servers that you can connect with. Makes it super duper easy to work with agents and LLMs. Any questions here before we move on? All good. Okay. Nice. I don't remember what comes after this slide, but we'll see. Oh, this is about me. Okay. Yeah, so as I said before, I'm a software engineer at GoDaddy. I've worked there for about a year now, and I build AI agents. I actually use a lot of OpenAI stuff there, so I'm pretty I'm pretty comfortable with that. And I've been a part of GDG for it should be now 3 years, not 2.5, but yeah, it's been a journey. All right. This is disclaimer number 1. Please raise your hand if you need help. We'll take our time and try to explain things throughout the process. If you have a question, like we're all pretty chill here. All of the GDG members are also very chill. We're not going to bite you. We're not going to tell you that you're doing something wrong. We're just trying to help. So please raise your hand. Please ask for help. It doesn't bother us at all. And then we have this. So yeah, AI at universities. I'm not gonna read it. I was gonna have like, I don't know, 11 labs read it, but we're gonna skip out on that for now. So basically, just be careful with AI. Don't use it on homework. No cheating. Thank you. Okay, now it's time for the fun stuff. Yeah. So we're gonna make a personal assistant that's gonna help us go outside, and we're going to set up ton of different tools. Some of them we can add later. You can explore. The whole idea is to get you like interested and more comfortable with the idea of agents existing in like a very low code, no code way. That's why we chose to go with n8n. But it's good. It's good to have an AI agent to tell us like, hey, you should probably leave the house today instead of like studying. It looks like you don't have that much homework and you have exams coming up. I mean, I know we have finals in like what, 3 weeks or something. So, well, we're gonna use this. We're gonna use this. All right. Okay. So this bottom piece right here, that is kind of outdated considering that Gemini is down. But you will need these to get started. So if you just follow these links, I'll give you like 5 or so minutes. Make an account, start a free trial. This is recorded, so I can't say like use plus on your email if you already have one, but that should work. And free Gemini API key at this link. Gemini will come back up sooner or later, so might as well have that. And if it's still not up, actually, let's check. Let's check together. Is it still? Uh-oh.
If this page is down, that would be hilarious.
Yeah, I know. I'm like hoping not. Oh, I feel like that's fake. We can test it. I have my agent ready. But while I'm testing, just like go ahead and create your account and stuff. I mean, actually don't have the links. Hold on. Let me test real quick. It's Google AI Studio. All right, let's do the latest Flash. We'll go over this again, don't worry.
If
would be
Gemini
so
doesn't
great.
wish.
Can't believe me. Yeah, ran, I got the tool.
Well, it definitely is working because it literally just did success in like 4 seconds in the corner.
Yeah, I know. Wait, it looks like it's working now. So maybe let's use AI Studio. Okay. Oh, that's so exciting. I hope you guys believe me. You saw the page. It's gonna take a little bit doing a good thorough run, but in the meantime, let's bring this slide back. Okay. For some reason, this is a little bit wonky. You don't have the full API or the full link for AI Studio, but it's just API-keys. I will grab someone to help me fix the window size because that's gonna get annoying really fast. Okay. And then we'll give it. It's it's 6:55 right now. We'll give it until 7. No, see how like oh wait.
Camera is a little bit more.
Are they
Oh, never mind. No, it is cut off. Screen. The thing to this screen, the R. There. Oh, yeah.
right here?
It's only for you. That's good. After you could copy the, yeah, copy it. Okay, sure. But I don't see him. not doing. Yes. It's just saying that.
Okay, does anybody need help? This is the last minute. Does anybody need help? Please raise your hand. Please raise your hand. Okay, okay, everyone, no one needs help. No one needs, okay. Okay, cool. Okay, it's 7. Alrighty. Okay, so we have our n8n account set up. Good. And we have our AI Studio set up, and we have our API keys. Do we all have API keys? Please raise your hand if you have your API key ready. Ready. Okay, okay. Good. Almost everybody, mostly. Okay, great. Let's see. Oh, I just spoiled everything. Let's go out of here. Okay, so I already created this really simple agent with n8n. This is an example of what we'll be building. So I already gave it like tools. I gave it a web search. I already added the system prompt. And everything. And let's just I sent hello and it even knew what to do. So it must be a good system prompt. I just had ChatGPT like generate it for me. But here we go. I was like, hello. Recommendation is to go out. You already have a workshop ending at 7:30. That's this guys, that's us. And let's see. It has access to my calendar and it has access to the web search. So it's able to find out what the weather is. Very nice. So it's giving me some options of like what I can go do, how I can hang out. And it gives me a little suggested plan. This is pretty cool. So we're going to build this today, guys. All right. So feel free to interrupt me, by the way, if you have any questions, just like raise your hand. I will hopefully see it. I'll try and like look around the room to make sure I don't leave anyone behind. All right. So has everyone kind of navigated to this page in n8n? See, show of hands, who's here? Can you see it properly? Do I need to make it larger? Okay. This is just the n8n overview. I'm going to make it bigger so you can see. Is this better? Can you see better now? All right. Okay. So what we'll do at this point is we're going to go over here to create workflow. And it gives us this option, add first step or build with AI. See, this thing already has an AI agent like built into it to make it easier to use their platform. But we're going to go and do add first step. And we can see a bunch of options pop up on the right side. So we have all these different options that n8n exposes for us. We're going to go with, sorry, this sharing thing is like always in my way. I need to move it away. We're going to go with on chat message. So this will create a little chat that we can do. We don't need to test anything yet. We can just kind of leave it as it is and exit out. So that creates the trigger for us. This n8n is very similar to like Zapier. If you use Zapier, it's like an automation tool that just allows you to build agents inside of it, which is really nice for our purpose, doing low code, no code. So we have this chat, and what we'll do now, actually, has everyone got their chat window up? Okay, perfect. And now we'll go to AI. We'll press on this plus sign right here. Go to AI. And there's this AI agent option. We're going to select that. And we can just leave this for now. Don't need to mess around with this. After we set everything up, we're going to edit the system prompt. All right. Who is at this point? Okay, very good, very good. Great work. Again, if you need me to go back and show a different step or show another step again, I can totally do that. So here's where we're going to use that, that API key. So we'll do chat model. There's the search that pops up. You can scroll through, but we'll just search for Gemini, this Google Gemini chat model. Click on that. And because I already have mine set up, it's real easy for me, but for you, you should see something like set up credential. And so you'll go to create new credential, and you should see something like this. Just paste your API key in there. And all you need to do is press save. You don't need to worry about anything else there. Super easy to set up. n8n is great for that. And okay. So we should see our model now. We'll see that after we close that out, we should see, actually, I forgot to select the model. I'm sorry. So if that ever happens, if you ever go back to this view accidentally, you just double click on it and it will open that up again. So after we set up our API account and we've created that credential, all we need to go is go to model, and we can pick whichever Gemini model we want here. I think we'll go with Gemini Flash latest. And all we need to do from here is just exit out again, and we have it set up. So at this point, it doesn't have memory or anything. It just has the LLM. So we've reached step 1 of having an agent. Okay, who has got to this point and past this point and they're back on the home page? All right. Okay. Nice, nice. Okay. Perfect. We will move on. So for memory, we have the option to connect with all of these different services. But for us, we're just simply going to click on simple memory. No need to do any kind of setup here. Just exit out. Really, n8n makes it like genuinely so easy to do. It's surprising. Compared to like the hierarchical agents that I work on that have to communicate with like AWS. Very, very simple here. Who has got to this step? Nice. Good work, everybody. Okay, now it's time for like the actual fun part, the tools. So what we'll do is we click on, again, the plus, and we have like all of these different options. AI agent tool is the ability to actually connect another agent. So you can have this agent where you're chatting with it and then it routes to another agent. That's a hierarchical agent, for example, or like I should call it architecture. It is architecture. But that's a way that you could do that within n8n. Let's see. You have tools where you can call another workflow, really helpful. But what we will do is we're going to do this action in an app. And this lets you set up actions that are already exist in n8n, but it's built for the agent. So let's pull that up and see what we have. So we have like all of these crazy different options. There's so many. Just to scroll through. Like we're only on like D right now, so there are a lot. Easiest one to implement, and you can do this with your ASU account, is just to type in Google. You can see all these different tools, which is great. We're going to click on the Google Calendar tool to make our agent that helps us go outside. Here, we'll need to do the same credential step as before, but it should say something like connect or sign in with Google or something like that. We'll give just a moment to be able to sign in with Google. And you can use whichever account you find, or whichever account you want. I use my ASU just because I have my Canvas calendar on there as well. And don't exit out of here yet. It won't break anything if you do. Just double click on that icon again. But let's kind of go down to here. We have calendar from list, and then we can see our calendars that we have on Google. So I have this Canvas one that I'm going to click on, and that will see the operation right now is create. So potentially it can create an event for me, but instead of that, I want it to be able to get all of the events for like the next week. You can edit that down here if you want to get the next month, let's say, because exams are coming up. But that is how you set that up. Any questions at this point? Are we done with the calendar setup? Show of hands. Show of hands. Looks like a few of us are still working. If you need me to show those steps again, I absolutely can. No rush at all. Okay. Perfect. But this setup, you should see something similar. Just select whichever calendar is, whichever calendar you want. And you can also press return all if you're like crazy. Or you can increase like the limit from 50. No worries. All right. So at this point, let's see what we have. So we have some type of conversational chat. That's technically not a part of an AI agent, but for this case, for our conversational case, it is. We have our LLM. We have our simple memory, and we have one tool. So if you click down here, maybe you have it already open and chat with it. So I'm going to close out of my session just by resetting. There's this reset chat button that you can press on if you've already started to chat. But let's just type hello. And it should probably say like hello. Yeah, exactly. Hello, how can I help you today? It doesn't really have a task. The default system prompt that's in n8n for this AI agent workflow that it has is you are a helpful assistant. So it will try to help. And at this point, if we want to try to get it to call a tool, we have to ask it like, hey, can you get the items from my calendar for today? It should be able to do that. Let's try it. Can you get the items in my calendar? It is really just looking for that keyword of calendar. Hopefully Gemini doesn't go down on us again. But you see, we can see the run here too.
Error in the workflow.
Oh no, Gemini's down again. Oh, we should have been expecting this. It worked the first time. All right, guys. We can try it again. Honestly, just to see. I am gonna do repost message. Super easy with n8n again. Hopefully Hopefully it doesn't give us a 503.
503 is just because it's like high demand.
Yeah, yeah. That's what the error said too.
It's not like it's down, it's just too much traffic.
But it's down for us since we can't use it. So it's taking a really long time.
Yes.
At this point, this is the model genuinely taking a long time because of the amount of requests going to it.
Self 4 times now.
Yes.
Same things.
Because it's trying to get the information. It's really trying to help us out. It's like I am a super helpful assistant. I know how to do this. But every single time Gemini is giving it an error or giving us back an error, and then it fails on the last retry there before it's like no can do. So at this point, if you want to continue following along, we have to find another LLM. Unfortunately, guys, I'm so sorry. This is workflow goblins at this point. But how we do that, really, really easy with n8n. I already have my OpenAI key set up. So let's go here. You just hover over it. You can delete it. There's this little trash icon. Open this up. And I personally will search for OpenAI. And then again, you have to create your credential for OpenAI. You need to what I do is I'll just look up OpenAI API key, and it will take me to OpenAI's platform where you can get that. I believe it is paid though. Someone was telling me that Grok does it for free, but I'm not sure. So at your discretion at this point. But the steps are the same or should be the same. And then you just select your model as usual from the list. All right. So let's see if this works now. I'm going to
Be down as well. From OpenAI? Oh, really?
Yeah, just
Someone just got a reply from Gemini.
OpenAI is down too. That would be crazy.
Gemini work for
Works for
me.
you?
Yeah,
It's working for you?
Same.
Okay. If Gemini works for you, use Gemini. It's better. Apart from it being down. Okay. I can say that.
But then how can you be impartial? You work with OpenAI, you work with Gemini. How can you say one's better than the other?
I can. I just did. So, all right. So if you have access to Gemini, please use Gemini. If not, use OpenAI, use a different paid model, or if you have credits somewhere that you got for free, use those. Free swaps all the way. Okay, so let's try this again. Hello, can you get the items from my calendar for today? Okay, let's see if it works with OpenAI. I really hope that OpenAI isn't down right now. That would really that would be a little bit silly. Okay, so perfect. It worked. So here's kind of like the overview of the run. So it received our chat message and then went to the memory history. Obviously, we don't have any of that yet. This is a new chat, but it still checks. It's impartial to that. Then it will use the chat model to ask our question. OpenAI realizes, hey, the user wants the data from their calendar. So it uses the calendar tool. Simple Memory stores that, and then OpenAI will give us a response back and kind of tailor that to us, format it for us. So we can see calendar on the calendar for today. Nice. So this is an agent without, I mean, it has a system prompt technically, but it doesn't really have a job yet. It doesn't have a goal, and that's one of the key aspects of an AI agent. So in order to give it a goal, we need to give it a nice system prompt. At this point, because we're just kind of testing and like exploring the waters of AI agents, I'm going to use a hack personally. I'm going to go up there to that ChatGPT tab and have it generate one for me. I'm just lazy and we don't have a lot of time, but in the case where you're working on something big, there are different types of prompt engineering aspects that you can use. Um, a lot of prompt engineers, myself included, pretty much everyone tries to make their life easier through AI. So with prompt engineering, it's exactly the same, and you can totally expect that. But most people won't just take ChatGPT, paste it in as their system prompt, and call it good. We're gonna do that today. So I have this one. I just said, can you help me create a simple system prompt for an AI agent that can help me understand if I have time to go hang out or if I should go study? It will have access to my calendar and weather data. My original agent did. Technically, this one can if we set it up to be able to do searches. But this is what ChatGPT is giving me. Again, you don't have to, you can write your own. But ChatGPT makes it really easy to just copy that out and take it to where we need to. If you don't have your system prompt just yet, if you're building a different agent than what we're building, also okay. And you want to set up your own kind of thing, totally fine. To add the system prompt, what we'll do is we're going to double click on that AI agent. We will go to settings. Wait, we're going to stay on parameters and we're going to go to options where it says no properties down here. And it should say system message. And then you just paste that, maybe that you got from ChatGPT, maybe not. You paste that in. So here's what I was talking about. You are a helpful assistant is what it said originally, where I'm just going to paste in the system prompt that I got from ChatGPT.
Julia, can you please share the prompt that you used to get the system prompt?
Yes. Yeah, I can. Let me make it bigger. Boom. Yeah, this is like really hard to read otherwise. Can you help me create a simple system prompt for an AI agent that can help me understand if I have time to go hang out or if I should go study? It will have access to my calendar and weather data. Depending on what you're doing, how I like to prompt my GPT is I just tagged the tools that I think it will have access to. Yeah, right there at the end. And that's also helpful because if we dissect the prompt a little bit, we can see you have access to the user's calendar, events, deadlines, free time, and then current and forecasted weather data. But I'll actually. Are you guys good? Okay, perfect. Then I later on I ask it like, let's also give it access to the web so it can provide options of things to do for us. And then the next system prompt, which is the one that I'm using, it can help us out with those planning options. And it honestly, I think I didn't read it very well or very detailed. Let's see. Optional suggested plan. So it does have that in here, but we can kind of see this is actually a really good prompt. Like I'm surprised that ChatGPT was able to do this. All right, so at this point, after we've pasted our system prompt, by going into the AI agent block, double clicking and putting in our system message by going down to this options here. Technically now we have an agent. It doesn't have all of the tools that we said it has, but we have an agent. It now has a goal. We can try running it with just the calendar tool, but I don't think it will give us the full response that like we would want to see. So what I will do is I'm going to add more tools, and you can too. The process is really the same. You just have to select a credential or create a credential. A lot of this stuff is free. If you haven't created an account, I think I don't want to open any of these tabs because they just say API keys on top. So, but let's do the same thing again. So I'll do action in app so I can add a tool to search the web. And I'm just going to look up search to see what they have. So we have search API tool. I remember this one wasn't free the last time I did this, but maybe it's free now. I'm not sure if you want to test around. Go ahead. This SERP API Google search is the one that I'm going to use. It was free for me to set up. I think it's like 200 searches per month or something. But you do have to create an account. So for the API key. So for that, again, just adding a credential and exit out. Really, really simple. We don't need to add any options or anything yet. The n8n essentially sets that up for us because it is an integration with n8n. Super duper easy. All right. So we have our search and we have our calendar. Initially, I was planning on adding one to use Open Weather Map, but I completely forgot that I wanted to do it, and all my API keys were deactivated. So we have to wait for, or we would have to wait for the time it takes to propagate there, just because it takes a while. It takes like, I think it's between like 10 minutes and 2 hours. It wasn't working when I tried, but we could also try to do that. And you can add as many tools as you want here. Like you could really turn it into like a personal assistant. You can add a calendar, or not a calendar. We already have a calendar. We can add like a calculator. Like seriously, there are so many different things that you can do here. If you use, let's see, Trello maybe. Trello tool. I thought there was a Canvas one. Oops. I don't know how to set it up because I don't think our Canvas exposes that. I guess not. But if you know how to do that, that would be pretty cool. No Figma, Lambda maybe. AWS Lambda tool, Google Cloud, real-time database tool, like so many different options. Oh, I deleted the other one. Oopsies. Super simple to go back in here. SERP. And there we go. Okay. Let's do one last test. And I think we're nearly at time. So again, I just want to have a fully fresh context. I don't want it to have any data about me. Reset chat session. Yeah, reset chat session. And then we can type in hello, and it will automatically know that I'm talking about today. It has access to the information about this week, and it will be focused on telling me if right now, today, I can go out and hang out. I believe that this agent, I think that n8n gives the agent access to like the time and stuff too. That would be a concern. Like, how does the agent know what time it is? Like the LLMs don't. So for example, that's another tool that we could add. I think this is able to infer based on the data that it gets, if it's not built into n8n. But let's just say hello. And I touch grass today. And then we can watch it run. Hopefully you guys have access to Gemini. I'm using, oh, look at that. And do you want me to check your calendar for today's availability? So what we're seeing here is honestly one of those things about working with AI agents that I deal with all the time. Sometimes it's like I ask it a question and I can ask it the exact same way every single time, but because of the system prompt and because LLMs are non-deterministic, like by nature, you're probably going to get something different every single time. If we were to send the same message again, guaranteed it would give something else. So let's tell it. We're in Tempe. And we could add this to the system prompt too, especially if this is an AI agent that only we're going to use. But if we were trying to make this, I don't know, like a startup or something, and we want it to be based on our users, we could potentially add a tool to get the user's information, including their location or like their base location. We could have it. I gotta think about what else it says. Check your calendar, evaluate time, weather. I think that's a good example for now. Just the location. But of course, working with LLMs and user data is like that's a whole different story that I don't want to get into. I'm being so careful with it. But let's just tell it. And yes, please. And then you see how it's asking like, do you want me to check your calendar? That's weird. That's not something that we would typically want if, we're exposing this to customers, right? Like, why should it ask? There's no reason for it to ask. So in system prompts, a lot of the times you're like, do not ask the user if they can use this. You absolutely can. You have access. Like it is your job to use those tools. And there are also things like guardrails that you can add. I'm trying to use the big keywords here to help it make sure that it uses a tool call every single time if that's what you're looking for. Yeah, things like that where you kind of force the agent to do something as part of its context gathering part. Context is really big with agents. Let's see what it said. Okay, recommendation, go out. I don't have any homework tonight, so this is a good recommendation, I think. Let's read. Okay, you only have the capstone. So this is actually telling me the stuff for tomorrow. I just realized I have this meeting tomorrow. Next bigger commitment is a barbecue tomorrow. See, I told you. It tells us the weather in Tempe despite not having the open weather map tool. Mostly cloudy. And I believe if we click on any of these, we can see the response. I'm just curious. So here's our system prompt. Human, Tempe, Arizona, and yes, please. Cool. Input things to do in Tempe, Arizona today, events, coffee shops, parks near Arizona State University, Tempe. Input Tempe AZ, weather today, hourly forecast. Let's see if that's correct. I'm just curious at this point. Yeah, that's right. Good work, agent. All right, and then this is actually also a really good example of like the planning aspect because we see that our LLM is realizing, hey, I probably need to know what things, like what they can do today. So I'm going to make that search. I need to know what the weather is today. So I'm going to make that search. And I need to know what's on their calendar. So I'll make that search. It stores it. And then gives us a response nicely formatted. Super cool. Super cool. So this is like a really simple way to kind of get your feet wet with the agentic world. Very cool stuff. Again, like we have like the world is really shifting towards using more and more AI agents. And it's not only to like your regular chatbot experience where it's like a tech support, like this, let's say, is like this could really help me go outside and like spend more time outside. And it's reducing the manual labor that I would have to do to like search these myself and figure out in my calendar, like, hey, can I really go outside? And another thing that we could do in our system prompt is say if um if the user has, let's say, 3 or 4 assignments or items on their calendar for a day, do not recommend that they go out. Like we can specifically give the criteria for going out or staying in. All of that is configurable. Really, really cool stuff. Okay. That is our workshop portion. Does anybody have any questions? Did anyone build any non AI assistant agent? Did anyone do anything creative? If you did, yeah, what did you do? Oh, got you.
Would it be possible to like hook up like ASU email or ASU related stuff to? Like if I wanted to link my my Gmail for ASU, would I be able to do that?
Yeah, yeah.
Is there no policy against it or anything or?
I don't believe so, at least on ASU's front. There might be, but you need to check with ASU for more information there. I haven't tried that one, but you can definitely do it with your personal email, just because you have better access to like configure things there. Any other questions? Okay. Nice. Okay, guys. I have to ask one quick question and then we'll be right back in just a sec. We might do a little Kahoot for some prizes. I just love that. Okay, so we are gonna do Kahoot. We are gonna do Kahoot for prizes.
Amelia brought some cool prizes from
Prizes.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's turn off the live stream.